Hi, this is Dominic
and Alex
from Paphos Life, and in today's film we're going to be driving from Limney Pier next to Polis up to either Pomos or Pachyammos. I haven't decided yet, depending on how long it takes to get to Pomos really. It already took us 40 minutes to get on our last film. Because I'm going to have to sit down and actually watch all that film just so I can pick the route.
Yeah.
From Limney Pier we're going to go straight up the coast road through Chrysochou Bay, through Argaka, Aya Marina. We go through Pomos actually all the way up to Pachyammos. And remember, on Cyprus Panoramas, our sister channel, you will be able to see the 360 version of this film in a few days' time, so look out for that as well.
This is beautiful if you look to the left. The beach along here is wild, for want of a better word. There are some organised beaches with lifeguards, but basically you can pull over and go on the beach.
Yeah, but this area here specifically has been renovated over the last few years, and it's a lot nicer than it used to be, because before it was where basically a lot of the slag from Limney mine was dumped.
Yeah.
But that's all been removed now, and a lot of trees were cut back. There's a bit of a hoo-ha at the time.
This nice picnic area has got a toilet and the covered barbecue areas where you can have your barbecue inside a wall, because otherwise you shouldn't be having barbecues in Cyprus.
We went for a school trip though, didn't we?
We did, and did souvlaki. I also noticed that there were turtle cages. You might see turtle cages on beaches in Paphos or anywhere in Cyprus, and please, you take a picture from a distance, but don't get too close. The eggs are in there developing the little turtles.
And basically put the cages on to deter foxes.
Foxes and birds.
Let's just compare the petrol prices. So that's 163 and 183. A little bit more than...
It's about what everything is really, isn't it?
No, the diesel's come down.
Oh, has it?
On the north coast now.
There's still water in there.
A little bit, yeah.
Which is very unusual for June, but we did have a very wet May.
This is Argaka now we're in.
Yeah.
It's quite a big village. Spread out, it goes up towards the reservoir. And I seem to remember there's a garden centre stroke supermarket up towards the centre of Argaka. And in the car park there's a very old higgledy-piggledy home defence tank.
Oh yes, I'd forgotten about that.
That you can see it's been assembled like a sort of MacGyver sort of thing.
Yeah.
It does belong in a museum, I've been told, but I mean I did contact the authorities about it, but no one was interested. There's Sunset Palms and the Fly Again.
So is that separate?
I don't know. Now the Fly Again, because I mentioned in a previous film when we were driving through Chrysochou, but there used to be a nice curry takeaway there, Coquinor or something it was called. Anyway, the guy who ran that moved to the Fly Again restaurant, so if you want a nice curry in this area...
I don't know if he's still doing that.
No?
I'm not sure. And going back to the turtle cages, you might also see a circle of sticks. I just saw one, so if somebody spots where a turtle has laid eggs, they'll put sticks around it until the official people come along and put on.
And I don't know what it is at the moment, but there is a number you can phone for anything turtle related. So even if like you're exploring the beaches,
I think I've got it in my phone,
and you see a dead turtle, because they do I occasionally, you phone up this number and they'll get it cleared away, because they do get very smelly, as anything does after it dies.
Yes. Turtle. Hang on, I shall go and tell you what they're... if it'll let me.
But yes, this coastline all the way along here. Stretches for miles, and you can basically find a place to park and just plonk all your facilities that you want, your sunbed and everything. You obviously have to bring it all with you. But the only thing I will say is make sure you take your rubbish home with you.
Yes.
I mean, they do have bins occasionally, but they might not get emptied. So
here we go.
Just taking it home with you.
This is probably not going to be useful to many of you, but just in case, the turtle number is +357 26 821 680.
And we're now going past
Santa Barbara. And they've got a turtle bin for your recyclable plastic.
And they have quite a lot of sunbeds here as well.
Yeah.
I couldn't see was that a lifeguard?
No, it's...
They used
Oh,
to
there...
have one.
Yes, I don't
I
know.
didn't notice it this
No,
time.
I didn't either. Maybe they got rid.
Perhaps it's being renovated. There's another little picnic area there. That's a fairly new one, isn't it?
Yeah, someone who's been fishing. Look at this oleander.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes, because the last time we drove up this way was to go to the garden centre.
It was.
And I didn't bother filming at the time, so I didn't think it would look very nice. But then when I was doing the drive, I thought, this is beautiful. Why aren't I filming this? So here we are. And we'll end up in Pomos Harbour doing some swimming and snorkelling.
Yes.
But
I'm not filming the swimming and snorkeling.
no, because I haven't got an... I think I gave it to you actually, though.
You did.
Water casing.
Yarly. Yarlia.
Oh, you're
Oh,
talking
you can
names of
see the
places.
sea fishermen over there, look.
And you can see these little armed... What would you call them?
Defence.
Defence installations.
Yes.
They obviously made them in bulk somewhere, and they stuck them all the way along here. They also got them on the south coast as well.
Yes. Where did I see? Oh, I saw one recently in front of the Alexander the Great that I didn't know was there.
But they're not pillboxes because they haven't got roofs.
No.
Now, just up here on the left, we'll come to Yarlia Beach, which does have its own little lifeguard station. I was going to ask if it'd been given a blue flag,
But no, none of them, because they didn't apply.
Yeah, so I'm not going to go on that rant again.
But there you can see the lifeguard hut.
Yeah. I think they've got a little shower in there as well.
I don't know if they've got a shower. I know they've got a little changing cubicle, and they've got another one of the turtle bins, and they have sunbeds and parasols there.
But yes, that sort of like appeared a few years ago, whereas in the before that it was just wild coast, and it's sort of mixture of pebbly and some sand in places, really.
Yeah.
I'd describe it. Oh, I wonder what he was doing. I thought he was going to be overtaking then. Why is he
They're busy.
overtaking?
They're obviously building something
Yeah.
there. Yes, I mean, Cyprus at this end, the Paphos region, does have some sandy beaches, but we always wear beach shoes when we go into the water. I quite like the pebbly beaches. You don't get covered in sand, and often that makes snorkeling better because the fish and the plants can grow.
Like on snorkeling.
Yes.
Right, so this is Aya Marina. There's a nice little old bridge on the right. I remember one year I found an old Santa Claus
Yes.
Christmas decoration that had been stuck underneath it. And in my...
Oh, they've got a new sign for their garden centre, Marino
right,
or Marinas.
Yeah. Alex loves going there.
I do love going there. They have a good selection of plants, but one of the things that I love is that very often their main tunnel area with the shop attached has just 2 or 3, but it has loads of them, 2 or 3 different species. At Christmas it's great fun because it's full of poinsettias and it's just like a whole swathe of them. There's one of those non-swing pomos said there. Don't know why it said Pomos. We're not in Pomos.
No. There's a little wedding venue up here somewhere on the left.
Yes,
as
there
well.
is. It's more of a Cypriot one,
Yeah.
but it's right by the sea. It's got one of those heart things in it. And it's a little bit further
I
up
love
here.
this little bird thing.
Yes, they're dovecotes, but they're made out of
Old pallets.
old pallets, really. See a few of them. It's a very rural farming area that's slowly building up, but it's still, as I say, wild beaches. Used to come up here all the time to do my shell picking. Get lots of tiny little shells on the beaches in Cyprus, but then occasionally after a storm you'll find a large one. Look at those sunflowers.
Very pretty. Right, so up here was the wedding venue.
It's in there.
What Alex meant by a Cypriot wedding venue means it's designed for a lot of people.
Yes.
It's not like a little sort of like small enclosed area.
And they're
Hotel
often
ground.
only used for weddings and baptisms, so they can look closed and abandoned, but basically a Cypriot wedding or a Cypriot christening will have hundreds of people
Yeah.
at them. So they open up
Construction
for
work
that.
in progress.
Yeah.
Okay. It's quite nice to have been down here, so I'll take that sign as gospel.
It looked like they were digging something up back there.
Now down here on the left, there's quite a lot of beach area, and you can
Yes.
take that road there, for instance, to find a place to park, or you can just go up here on the left.
I love this
There's
little
a nice little
beach.
seas, yeah.
Because they're wild, unorganised beaches, you will get flotsam and jetsam on them, but they're lovely. Don't really get rock pools here.
No, well, you get pools
Yeah.
of water and rock, but you don't get like the ecosystem that you get
No.
in the UK ones. It's just
Mainly
too
because
hot, isn't
there are tides
it?
in the Mediterranean, but they're a lot smaller. So the water only goes up and down a few feet, so you don't get the whole wash in of the sea and wash out.
Yes, that's one thing I do miss from the UK. Like Cornish pasties, Lincolnshire sausages.
Properly, yes. You
Yeah.
sometimes buy ones that are called Lincoln sausages.
No, you're not. You're not Lincoln sausage.
And now we're moving into, so we've been quite flat and low, we're moving into a more hilly, rocky coastline. There's
Yeah.
a nice church up to the left.
You'll often find that church has got a fire engine there
Sat
as well.
there.
It's only, I don't think it's a viewing place, it's just a convenient place for them to have their lunch.
Churches often have covered seating areas that you can have a picnic at because they're there for people to sit and chat after they've been to their service.
There's an old church up there as well. It's even got graveyard on it. The old toast.
I think it's the graveyard and the chapel.
Oh yeah. This is one thing that surprises me about a lot of areas around here. When you get abandoned greenhouses like that, I mean, the amount of metal that must be in there.
But often they look abandoned, and then the following year you'll find that they're being
I
used.
don't think I've ever seen that one
No,
used.
but you do get that.
Yeah. There's a fire break on our right, going up the hill. I have to squint for a while. There's a nature trail somewhere on the right as well. I've never actually been able to locate it. So we've got Pomos, Pachyammos, and Chrysochou. Now, before Chrysochou, there's it's not the green line, but there's a little enclave that's Turkish controlled. So you had to go inland a bit for that.
It takes quite a while.
Now
to
down
get there.
here
Right,
is a very nice little cafe and sandwich bar on the left.
with beautiful views.
Yeah. I mean, the whole countryside around this area is gorgeous. Breathtaking. And there'll be another little turning on the left soon for, I'm trying to remember the name of the beach. It's down here. It's definitely a wild beach. There's no facilities or anything, but if you can walk down the little path to get to it, it's very nice. I think that's covered in the road trip eBook as well that I did.
Oh.
Book 4 would be for this route. Obviously, it starts in Pomos though and heads back towards Polis because it's supposed to be used in conjunction with Book 3, which covers Chrysochou. Oh, there's a little kitty crossing the road.
Oh yes.
I mean, the road trip ebooks were written a few years ago now. I did them like before COVID.
Yeah.
So, but the road network hasn't changed much at all in the interim. Like on our left is where you'd park for that little. I was hoping there'd be a sign for it, but there wasn't anymore. It used to be.
That's not Dragon Cave, is it?
No,
That's
no.
further
Dragon
up.
Cave's the opposite side of the Pomos harbour. Dragon Cave's worth going to as well. Have you ever actually gone down to Dragon Cave?
I haven't, no.
No.
There's that boat. That boat has been under construction the entire time we've lived here, so 10 years, and it was probably several years before that as well.
I wouldn't trust anymore. This is one of your favourite.
Yes, I like
beaches
going
up here, wasn't it?
for my shell picking, yes. It's a
Welcome to
little
Pomos.
promontory you can see to the left. There are two big rocks sticking out. It looks like there must be a fisherman or something out there.
This place is a lot more popular now.
Yes.
I put them on the map.
You did, literally, the Google map.
Yes, because there wasn't mentioned. So what do they call it? Not Pittsburgh.
No, Suvla? I can't remember.
Suvaki Shackle or something.
Oh, yeah.
But
But yes, down there, well, there are quite a few people fishing.
mine is getting all misty-eyed. Now, do I go to Pomos or Harbour or Pachyammos?
Go to Pachyammos.
Okay. I'll stop at the little chapel there.
Yeah. We'll be coming back to Pomos ourselves, though, for our swim.
Yes. That's the way to go to get to Pomos Reservoir. And again, the 4th road trip ebook takes you there. Have we done any marketing in this film?
No.
I don't think we have. It's the trouble when we do 2 films on the road, you can never remember what you talked about. So if you like our films, please do subscribe to our YouTube channels. There's Paphos Life for this kind of film and Cyprus Panoramas for the 360 alternatives. And if you want to help us out financially, go to our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/Paphos Life. There you can chuck us a few coffees, all of which are very gratefully received and generally tend to pay for more camera equipment anyway.
And you can subscribe to our Facebook page, Paphos Life. It's 99p a month. And again, gratefully received. You get exclusive access to photographs and films that we don't post elsewhere. If you're interested in merchandise such as phone cases, tote bags, t-shirts, luggage labels, or you would like a bit of Paphos on your wall as a bit of artwork, then you can go to zazzle.co.uk, zazzle.com/Paphos Life.
And there's even a link tree /Paphos Life as well. Right, so this is Pomos we're in now, which is a very nice place. As you just heard, we're going to be going all the way to Pachyammos, which is now Pachyammos. You may have heard that there's Pachyammos Beach in Paphos, which you mentioned. Pachyammos just basically means broad sands, or wide sands, if you like. So it's just basically a nice sandy beach, which is why this area is, because there is a big, I would call it a semi-wild beach in Pachyammos.
Yeah, they do put portaloos up for the summer.
Right, turning up here on the left takes you to Pomos Harbour, which is that will be our final destination today, but we're going to go straight on.
You can see it to the left.
I don't think that is that opened again, that place?
No.
Because I remember when we first got here, we drove down there to investigate it, and there's obviously the owners lived across the valley because they suddenly appeared and asked us what we wanted. We're looking for some fish and chips.
There's a nice restaurant above Pomos Harbour. It's an organised beach there with a lifeguard and sunbeds.
Right, down here on the left, soon we'll come to the little turning which leads straight into a little car park. The car park's on our left already, so the turning's just coming up. And that's where you stop to get to Dragon's Cave Beach, which is a really nice wild beach. Where is the turning? I was just
It's
up here.
further up.
Yeah, I was talking too quickly.
You were.
There we go, that's the turning there.
And you park in the car park and then you walk down and there are
You walk
steps.
past a private villa, so do bear that in mind and don't go wandering through their gardens because they probably wouldn't appreciate it. And after Pomos, we come into the village of Pachyammos, and I'm trying to remember the name of the church. It's Raphael, isn't it?
Yes.
And it's an amazing church. I mean, in terms of murals inside, it was got to be one of the best ones in Cyprus.
And it's
Quite a tourist attraction.
it is a bit of a tourist attraction.
also,
Local Cypriots visit it.
Yeah, and I wouldn't call it, what's the word I'd use for them? It was almost like a pilgrimage
Yes.
space. A lot of people will go there.
Because this is an area of the island that's lost a lot of people in the 1974 Turkish invasion, and of course
And also the intercommunal, because there's lots of fighting in the 50s and 60s around there. But
and they live in the shadow of it, really, because you can see the fences and the UN posts and the Turkish posts and the Greek Cypriot posts where the armies are watching each other. That's why you'll also see a lot of
yeah, be careful what you take pictures
yeah,
of as well, isn't it?
basically. If you see big aerials or anything like that, be aware that it's probably military.
Right, let's just enjoy the beauty of all the flowers. Oleander, I've got to remember which is the turning. I think
We haven't been past the church yet.
no.
There it is, you can see it to the left.
No. There's a very nice little pottery sort of place.
Baskets.
They do all sorts there, I think. There. And that's where you go for your the church there. Yes, Raphael. Another little one there.
And this is an Ios Georgios.
Now, just before you have to turn inland, there's this turning here which you can take, which is where we're going.
Down to the sea.
Yep.
Oh.
And I'm going to stop right near a little chapel by a graveyard. And depending on how much power there is on the camera, I might take it and show you inside the
You see the church up on the left again?
Yeah. And I like to think that this tiny little chapel up here is where they went to learn, practice painting before painting in the main church. Let's see what I mean in a minute. Camera permitting.
We visited this beach, yeah. And there were some of the soldiers and a big military lorry on the beach. They were filling up sandbags and they got themselves stuck because they'd filled the lorry with sandbags, which made it heavier, and they then couldn't get off the beach. And we tried to help them. They were youngsters.
Well, there's the church, little chapel.
And I think in the end they had to take the sandbags out to get off and then put them all back on again.
That's a bit of fun. Could have gone that way actually. I'm going to go left here. I'm going to go too far that way because it's another RAF base. Not RAF, Army base.
Look at that view.
Yeah. There'll be a fisherman parked up here. So that's the tiny little chapel. I'll find somewhere sensible to park.
That's not a bag. Wouldn't mind being in a graveyard like that and having that view for the rest of my eternity.
Well, I'm going to park here. And I'll just take the camera out. Go and see if I've got enough juice. Anyway, we'll say goodbye here, because in case I haven't.
Okay.
So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. And we shall see you in the next film.
Bye.
Cheers. Right, so I've got a tiny bit of juice in the camera left. So I'll show you inside this little chapel. I love it up here. So pretty. Have a look down at that cove first. Right. Now, regular viewers will know what's coming. Let the camera adjust. Look at that. Isn't it amazing? Beautiful place. I'll come out backwards so that we don't get the glare from the sun. It's well worth tracking down, and once you've been impressed by this, go back to the main chapel and you'll be even more impressed. Anyway, once again, thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next film. Cheers.